Explain Everything, Español con Señora Bisbee. What is Explain Everything? Well, Explain Everything is actually a screencasting app. It looks like this. It's an app that allows you to create slides, but then record them as if they are a video, including voiceovers like I am doing right now. It can be really advantageous because you can create imagery, you can pull imagery from other sources, and create all sorts of different projects to show your understanding of something. Our first step in understanding how to use Explain Everything, which is our goal for today, is to find the app on your device. The icon will look like this. Find that app and click on it. This screen here will appear, showing any projects you might already have, or if you don't have any, this will be blank. Our main controls are up here. If you hit this plus, that will allow you to start a new project. Click the plus. This next screen will appear. It gives you a design template that you can work with and what orientation you want. Most common is landscape. You can always go back and change the template color after the fact, or choose slide by slide if you want different templates. But for now, just choose one. We'll start with this. This is the basic screen and layout that you will see when you open the Explain Everything app, with all your different tools and options of what to do. So let's run through them really quick. Up here, this hand tool allows you to click on items that you might have drawn in the screen, and then more options will appear, such as being able to delete or erase items. This is your pen tool. If you click on your pen tool, it'll give you more options about what size pen you wish to use and how fine the point is. This tool here is more of a marker tool, so it's going to have a thicker application on the page and draw broader lines as you write across the screen. This tool right here will allow you to put shapes into your presentation or your slides, as well as shadows. Here's your text tool, so that will allow you to create a text box in the screen, and then you'll be able to type in a variety of colors. The plus allows you to add other media, such as videos or photos that might be saved on your camera roll. Here we have the erase. Sometimes that'll show up as an X, especially if you are using the hand tool. That's also a delete function. This item here that looks kind of like a target is for a variety of different pointer tools to use as you record, such as I am doing right now, to point things out. There are arrows, as well as laser pointers, and even lightsabers that you can use. This box here with the eye in it allows you to edit items you already have on the page. So how you wish for them to appear, if they want to be layered or not, or if you want to add movement to them, they can rotate, things like that. This is the undo button. When you use it, there will also be a redo button, so you can undo and redo as needed. Zoom. And this button here will collapse this whole menu to make it smaller on your page. Here you have your color options. You have way more color options than what shows here. If you press and hold on a button, more color options in a color wheel will show up so that you can choose very customizable colors. So now we've talked about everything on this vertical column over here. Let's talk about this bottom set of menus. Here you can create slides. The cool thing about Explain Everything is the slides will seamlessly blend together as a video when you do your recordings. If you need to add more, you hit this plus right here, and it'll say slide 1 of 2 or slide 1 of 3, for example. If you want to see all your slides, you can hit this little arrow and a menu will pop up for you. You can navigate by using the different arrows. Here you have your recording tools. This red button is for recording or playback. You'll notice a timer right here. That shows all your different options. And right here you have a microphone. You'll notice that mine has a line through it. That means it's on mute. If you simply click it, the line will disappear and you'll be all set to go. This is your export button to send your finished projects to where you need them. This is your save button. You want to make sure to use this in order to keep your projects. And home will bring you back to the screen that has all your separate projects as tiles. So that's our overview of the menu. Now I had mentioned that you can see this timer when you record, so you can record both picture and audio or do it together seamlessly so you have a full presentation. Again, if you click this, a menu will show up. That is what you see here, and it shows two different tracks. This top row is any visuals that you have recorded. You'll notice this symbol for the pointer tool. It means when I was recording that I used the pointer during that duration of the video. This is my audio tool. This is everything that I am saying. Now, for you to be able to edit any of these or go back and start and stop where you'd like, these locks must be unlocked. If you're worried about deleting something accidentally, you can always press these locks and it will keep everything in place that you have done so far. Remember, it's really important to keep your storage maintained on your device because if you're close to capacity, it can actually disrupt your videos or projects. Keep in mind with recording that if you want to use any imagery in your recording, that you add it in by using this plus symbol prior to starting your audio recording. Or you can always go back later and add your audio. The reason you want to add imagery first is because otherwise you'll have this whole line of you talking, and instead of us being able to see your image on the screen, we'll just see it for a brief second right at the very end. So you want to make sure to add those first, then do your voiceovers for your completed projects. And remember, you can do each slide individually, and then when you export your finished project, it'll put it into a seamless video, one slide after the other. Now, I had mentioned before in a previous section of this video that you can always go back and change your templates. So if you press and hold on this slide section here, this whole menu will come up of all the slides you've created. For each one, if you press and hold on it, these other submenus will appear. So X will delete your slide. If you press and hold this circle divided into quarters, you can actually go back and change that template or that color background for your slide. You can do that individually for one slide or for your whole series of slides. Using this menu, you can also change the order of your slides after you've created them. So if you press and hold on a slide, you're actually able to drag it into a new position to where you would like it to fall during the video. Talking briefly about visuals, anytime you want to add an image, again, we would click this plus button here and choose image. It will bring you to your camera roll. This is the screen that it will appear. With still images, you have a variety of options. This tool right here, the dotted line, will actually allow you to outline a part of an image. So let's say out of this whole grid, I just want this box right here. I would be able to outline it and only import this. Or you can crop, as usual, in our friendly undo button as well. Now our last couple steps with explain everything. Saving. Once again, we hit this box with the arrow going into the box for save. You'll title your project here, hit save. At the same time, you'll have an option to export. If you want to come back and export later, this button will do the same thing down on the bottom of your screen. When you hit export and you're ready to submit your project, here's the screen you're going to see. You want to make sure that video is selected up top as your option. That's the format it'll be in when you export it. If you export it as a PDF or an image, any audio or video will not be attached. If you export it as an Explain Everything project, whoever is opening it needs Explain Everything to be able to view it. If you send a video, though, anyone can watch it, regardless if they have Explain Everything as an app. Again, you can choose where to put it. You can put it on your camera roll or even send it to Google Drive to then be shared with a teacher or someone later on. You'll select your option, click Export. Once you export, you'll notice the screen come up with an estimated amount of time. It's going to compress the video and then a second screen will show up to say where it is sending that file. Be aware that the more people are on the Wi-Fi where you are and are also exporting, the slower this will be. So you want to keep that in mind. It's much easier to upload or move videos when you're not surrounded by other people on the internet, and it'll go faster for you. Remember, the longer and more complex the video and the more features the video has, like pointer tools and movement, the more time it's going to take for this file to upload to its final destination. Once there, you want to make sure to name it appropriately and do any necessary steps to turn in your work. Gracias.